Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. With AD sidelined, Lakers face crucial decision at the trade deadline. The NBA trade deadline is closing in, and for the Lakers, the next 7 days could define the rest of their season. Rob Pelinka and the front office have a huge decision to make, and at the center of it all literally and figuratively is Anthony Davis. AD has made it clear, he wants another true center on board so he can spend more time at power forward. This isn't a new request. Since arriving in LA, Davis has repeatedly expressed that he thrives alongside a traditional big, a formula that worked to perfection in 2020 when the Lakers won the title with JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard soaking up minutes at the 5. Fast forward to this season, and LA has tried to make it work with Jackson Hayes and a rotating cast of two-way bigs, but the lack of frontcourt depth has been glaring. And just as his request for another center gained traction, Davis suffered an abdominal strain that will keep him out for at least a week. Brutal timing. The Lakers plan to reevaluate him on February 5, meaning there's a real chance he doesn't play again before the trade deadline. That puts Pelinka in a tough spot. Does he make a move now, or wait to see how AD's injury plays out? Historically, the Lakers GM has been hesitant to make trades as a reaction to injuries, but according to the LA Times' Dan Woik, this situation is different. Unlike the injuries to Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, or the Lakers' revolving door of reserve bigs, Davis's absence is impossible to ignore. The Lakers don't need more time to evaluate their roster, they already know the deal. When AD is on the court, they're a significantly better team. When he's off, they struggle, especially on defense. Whether Davis is out for a few games or longer, Pelinka has needed to address the center position since the offseason. Despite that, the Lakers aren't expected to pursue Nikola Vucevic or Jakob Poeltl, two bigs who would have made sense. Vucevic, a two-time All-Star, is one of the most skilled offensive bigs in the league. He's putting up 17.2 points and 10.5 rebounds while shooting 36.7% from deep, making him a rare floor-spacing center who wouldn't clog the paint next to LeBron and AD. The issue? Chicago wants a first-round pick, and for a 33-year-old big on a hefty contract, Pelinka wasn't willing to bite. Poeltl, on the other hand, is a pure defensive anchor, exactly the kind of rim protector who could have taken some of the defensive burden off AD. The problem? His contract. Poeltl is locked into a 4-year, $80 million deal, meaning the Lakers would have had to commit long-term money to a player who doesn't necessarily make them title favorites. That leaves Pelinka with a dilemma. The center market is still active, and one name that hasn't gone away is Jonas Valanciunas. The Pelicans' big man has been linked to the Lakers for months, and for good reason. At 6 feet 11 inches, 265 pounds, he's a physical presence in the paint, averaging 12.5 points and 8.8 rebounds per game. More importantly, he brings playoff experience and can space the floor just enough to fit next to LeBron and AD. If the Lakers are going to make a move, Valanciunas looks like one of their best options. And then there's the wild card scenario, standing still and doing nothing before February 6. If the Lakers don't trade for a center, they're rolling with Jackson Hayes, who's been hit or miss all season, and hoping Davis can stay healthy the rest of the way. Given AD's injury history, that's a dangerous gamble. With the deadline fast approaching, Pelinka has a choice to make. Does he finally pull the trigger on a trade to give Davis the help he's been asking for, or does he hold firm and wait for a better deal in the offseason? One way or another, the clock is ticking. JJ Redick gives LeBron James his flowers for being the Lakers' tone-setter at 40 years old. The Los Angeles Lakers might have lost Anthony Davis to a week-long injury, but it had no impact as the Lakers faced off against the worst team in the NBA, the Washington Wizards. After a 134-96 win, Lakers head coach JJ Redick specifically gave LeBron James his flowers for being the team's tone-setter tonight against the weakest team in the NBA in a non-televised road game. He was awesome. He was aggressive, he talked. Just his willingness to trust his teammates and create for others and himself was amazing. Don't overlook the fact that he's 40 years old in year 22 with every accolade under the sun, and he comes out on a Thursday night that's a non-nationally televised game against a team that's really struggling, and he's the tone setter. That competitive stamina is impressive. James put up 24 points, 9 to 19 FG, and 11 assists in under 27 minutes of action in this win. It was a comprehensive blowout by the third quarter, which allowed LeBron and all other rotational players to rest ahead of a tricky schedule without their best player. Anthony Davis's absence puts pressure on LeBron to be the team's bona fide leader, which he'll likely do over the next week until Davis comes back. LeBron is averaging 23.8 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 9.0 assists this season. Nobody needs to mention how historic these performances are, given only one other player has made it to year 22 in their career in NBA history. James is tying the record for most consecutive seasons played this season and will shatter it next season. He will be appearing in his 21st All-Star game this season, while also likely being in line to receive his 21st All-NBA selection as well. These accolades aren't being handed out either, as James' production is keeping him relevant even though the regression has become clearly visible over the last few seasons. If he continues averaging over 20 points next season, he will set a historic benchmark that might not be attainable for any other player after him. We've seen longevity in the NBA, but we haven't seen this kind of longevity ever. LeBron's career has redefined expectations from players at his level. It's fair to wonder how much longer James can continue playing at this level, but as long as he's doing it, fans around the world will be happy. Lakers' Bronny James showered with joke MVP chants during Wizards game. The Los Angeles Lakers picked up a 134-96 road win over the Washington Wizards on Thursday night. With things securely under control for the Lakers at the end of the contest, Bronny James got into the game. The son of future Hall of Famer LeBron James had the opportunity to dribble out the clock. When doing so, he was met with sarcastic MVP chants from the Wizards faithful. Bronny got 12 minutes of action in the Lakers' blowout win over the Wizards. He scored 5 points, grabbed 2 rebounds, made 2 assists, had a steal and shot 3 of 3 from the free throw line. LeBron put together another dominant outing in his age 40 season, leading all scorers with 24 points. He added 3 rebounds, 11 assists, and shot 9 of 19 from the field and 5 of 5 from the free throw line in 27 minutes of action. The Lakers win over the Wizards, whose 6-41 record is the worst in the NBA by a significant margin, puts them at 27-19 on the season, which places them at number 5 in the Western Conference. LeBron, Bronny, and the rest of the Lakers return to action on Saturday night when they take on the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden. Tip-off is set for 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and ABC will carry the broadcast. J.J. Redick speaks on Bronny James' struggles. Bronny James has struggled during his time with the Lakers this season. Throughout his rookie campaign so far, in which he has only appeared in 13 games for the Lakers, James is averaging 0.3 points, 0.4 rebounds and 0.3 assists per game while shooting 6.3% from the field. Lakers head coach J.J. Redick gave his thoughts on the struggles James has experienced so far this season as well as what could be causing them. Maybe put him in a tough spot, Redick said via ESPN. Flying up yesterday, nationally televised game in Philly, and all that stuff. He didn't play well, but he's been playing great in the stay-ready games, and he's been playing great in the G League. Redick expressed how he still believes in James, and how he has been impressed with his G League play. NBA makes historic LeBron James announcement. LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers saw their 4-game winning streak come to an end with a loss to the shorthanded Philadelphia 76ers on Tuesday. With Anthony Davis sidelined with an abdominal strain, the Lakers were back in action on Thursday against Jordan Poole and the Washington Wizards, dominating the league's worst team 134-96. Coming into the game, LeBron had 8,528, good for the third most in NBA history. With 10:45 remaining in the second quarter, the 4-time NBA MVP got fouled by the Wizards' Richaun Holmes, sending him to the line. He hit both free throws, marking his third and fourth of the game. In doing so, LeBron, 2,533, has now passed Houston Rockets and Philadelphia 76ers legend Moses Malone, 8,531, for the second most free throws made in NBA history. "Just a kid from Akron. We love you 23, wrote another. "He just wanna get to number one at everything and he just might," commented a third. Other fans felt the need to drag Oklahoma City Thunder guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander into the conversation, who leads the league in free throw attempts, 347, this season by a wide margin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will be top 10 soon. Averaging 20 free throws, just give him 5 years, one fan wrote. "SGA is a FT merchant, but Karl Malone was def the final boss," added another. "SGA might be there in 2 seasons, posted a third. LeBron now trails Utah Jazz legend Karl Malone, 9,787, for the most free throws made in NBA history. At 40 years old, it seems unlikely he will be able to break this one. LeBron finished the game with 24 points on 9 of 19 shooting, 3 rebounds, and 11 assists. The Lakers, 27-19, will head to New York City to face the Knicks on Saturday. Kyle Kuzma began blowout loss to Lakers with half-court shot on very first possession. The Washington Wizards lost their 16th straight game on Thursday as they were blown out at home 134-96 by the Los Angeles Lakers. The signs were there early that this was not going to be the Wizards' night as the team settled for a shot from half-court on their very first possession of the game. Already trailing 30 seconds into the game, rookie Keyshawn George tried to kick it out to Kyle Kuzma, but Rui Hachimura tipped a pass and it went into the backcourt. Kuzma beat Hachimura to the ball to retain possession, but didn't exactly exhibit a sense of urgency as he casually dribbled the ball back towards the front court and shot a runner from the half-court line with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Not to be outdone, Jordan Poole missed an even longer shot at the end of the quarter as time expired. This has to be the first time that a team has both started and ended a quarter with shots from that far from the basket. Not that it mattered. Even if they had made both of those shots, the Wizards still would have lost by 30. Washington is now 6-41 on the season. No other team is still in single digits in the win column. Lakers won't trade for De'Aaron Fox because they refuse to give up Austin Reaves. It was reported earlier this week that the Los Angeles Lakers are not the destination of choice for De'Aaron Fox. And according to Jake Fisher of the Stein Line, the reason is about as obvious as fans expected. It isn't because they don't think highly of the player. Rather, it is because De'Aaron Fox's agent is Rich Paul, who is very familiar with the Lakers due to his relationship with LeBron James. He knows that the Lakers will not give up Austin Reaves in any trade package, and that is the player the Sacramento Kings really want. Among the reasons why the Lakers are not Fox's preferred destination, Clutch has direct knowledge of many Lakers dealings thanks to its representation of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Which means Clutch knows, as sources tell the Stein Line, that the Lakers have zero intention of parting with Sacramento's presumed top target in any Fox discussions, Austin Reaves. The Los Angeles Lakers have been very insistent that Austin Reaves is unavailable in any trade they make. Reaves joined the Lakers in 2021 as an undrafted rookie. He immediately established himself as a key player, even earning the trust of LeBron James very quickly, something very few players in the NBA have been able to do in their careers. Reaves has been playing really well this season, with many considering him the third best player on the Lakers, behind LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Not many expected him to take such a massive leap in performance this season, but Rob Pelinka eerily predicted his rise this season. Perhaps this is why the Lakers refused to include Reaves in any potential trade for Zach LaVine earlier this season. Austin Reaves is the future for the Lakers. Austin Reaves is a player the Lakers want on their team for years to come. Despite not being a drafted player, Reaves has become one of the most important players on the entire team. The fact that he is trusted by J.J. Redick to carry the ball up the court along with LeBron James is truly impressive, especially considering he has only been playing in the NBA for 4 seasons now. Redick recently had praise for Austin Reaves, but also criticized some of his mistakes. The young Lakers guard admitted that with his increased role, he is bound to make some mistakes, but he attributed it to a learning experience that comes with the added responsibility to the team. Reeves has played very well this season, averaging 18.2 points, 6.1 assists, 4.2 rebounds, 1.1 steals, and 0.1 blocks while shooting 44.6% from the field, 36.6% from three-point line, and 83.4% from the free throw line. This has been a sensational year for the young guard, who has become such a crucial star for the Los Angeles Lakers. And are you a fan? What do you think of De'Aaron Fox's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.